Hi everyone, my name is Simon Mishevich from Optimised Accountants, and in this video we're going to be talking about UK house prices that seem to go up, up and up again. So what's happening? Why is it happening? Well, let's get into that detail right now. So let's have a look at what the Office of National Statistics, or the ONS, have said in their most recent reports. And it says average UK house prices increased by 2.7% to 288,000 in the last 12 months to June 2024, which we know there's a lag. Obviously, we're watching this report in August, September, and yet we're still talking about June. That's just the way it is. But it goes on to say this annual growth is unchanged from a revised estimate for 12 months to May 2024. Average house prices increased in England by 2.4%, above now 300,000 to 305,000. In Wales, it's gone up to 216,000. In Scotland, 192,000. And all of that is being recent increases that looks like it's going to persist. So, what do we need to know? Well, if we look at this chart here, this is an interesting one, and I don't want you to be fooled by this, because we need to have a look at this line here where it shows you the increases. So anything above this line means it's an increase. If we look at the most recent reports, house prices are on the up, so increasing, and rents are, well, they just seem to be increasing month on month, don't they? So even though that line is showing down, it doesn't mean it's decreasing, it just means the velocity. So the rents are still increasing quite considerably, but it's just the velocity of that increase, which makes these reports really misleading if you don't read them properly. UK house prices, what I want to do, I know there's a lot of people who say the ONS is always out of date. So I go across Nationwide, Halifax and ONS as well to give you a barometer looking across different reports. And each one of those reports, as you can see there, we haven't got the July 2024 from ONS yet. But if you look from May to June, ONS has shown an increase, and per annum basis, it's 2.7%. If you look at Halifax, the most recent report, that's showing 291,000, so not too dissimilar from the ONS, with a 2.3 annualized increase. Even the Nationwide, which the house price is 266. Why? Because the Halifax and Nationwide have their own data set. So Nationwide have obviously mortgages on a lower value than Halifax, as for example. But even the Nationwide is showing a 2.1% increase on an annual basis. So anyway, let's look at other key indicators that might have an influence over house prices. And if we look at the inflation was doing quite well at 2.8%. There was expectation that it would fall down even further, but this is the CPIH inflation target, which is now increasing from 2.8% to 3.1%, which is going in the wrong direction, which may have an impact on interest rates decreases in the future. Bank of England actually decreased the rate from 5.25% to 5%. Did they jump too quick? Now that's going to be a telling point if inflation keeps on increasing. Unemployment, 4.2%. We haven't got the latest data set there, but if unemployment goes up, then of course that will have a bearing on affordability of mortgages and the pressure on house prices. So we have to really pay particular attention to all three of these metrics. Mortgage arrears, if those lines on each of those graphs are going up, then you should be worried about those. The telling factor will be number of mortgage possessions. That has gone up, but the arrears is what we're looking for. Mortgage arrears seems to be flattening a little bit more. So stabilizing, not major issues at all with mortgages either. So again, relatively positive on the outlook. What do you think about house prices? Where do you think they're headed in the next 6 months?